A lot of people want to succeed in life. Now, depending on your definition of success, you will never reach any level of success if you don't have structure in your life. Now, I get it. We only have 24 hours in a day. You're trying to juggle your life, you're trying to juggle your spouse, you're trying to juggle your job, your bills, your kids, your family, your fitness. Okay, I get it. It can be very, very busy at one time in one day. But you will never reach whatever you're dreaming of. You will never reach it if you don't have structure, if you don't have a type of schedule or routine. Now, I know I'm not the most successful man on the planet, but since I've constructed structure in my life, I definitely got closer and closer to my goals on a day-to-day basis. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Varkees Charles. Let's get into the video. Now, the first thing you want to do is purchase yourself a weekly planner. Now, I got this from Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description down below so you can see where I got it from. But you don't have to get this size. I just got this because it's convenient for me. I don't want anything to take up a lot of space. But definitely once you purchase it, I would advise you hang it somewhere or put it somewhere where you're going to be able to see it each and every day, so it won't be no excuse why you didn't execute on your structured schedule. Now, once you purchase the weekly planner, the next thing you want to do is set out your own work schedule. Now, if you're working, this will be very helpful. Okay, I'm going to use a typical work schedule, and everybody knows that most people work from Monday to Friday, right? The first thing you want to do, start off on Monday, right? And work is going to take up majority, not really majority of your day, but a good chunk of your day, and it's going to be the first thing you do, right? So I'm going to write down work Monday, work Tuesday, work Wednesday, work Thursday, and work Friday, right? Now that you have your schedule laid out, the next thing you want to do is prioritize your health. When I say your health, I mean your fitness, okay? I strongly advise that you have some type of physical activity, whether that's going on a walk, whether that's, I don't know, going to a home gym, a Planet Fitness, LA Fitness, whatever it is that you have to do to exercise. I truly advise you incorporate that inside your work schedule because it's very highly recommended. It's good for your health, and you want to be able to stay healthy, and have that type of longevity in your lifetime. Okay. Now, some people can go to the gym before they go to work or go after. But for this scenario, in this case, in this schedule, I'm going to use the gym after work. So I'm going to go to the gym, go to the gym, go to the gym, gym, gym. I know sometimes going to the gym 5 times a week could be kind of scary, could be kind of intimidating, but that's just a general schedule of what you should be doing once you go to, or if you are exercising on a day-to-day basis, right? So you got your gym schedule work taken care of. All right, now that you have your gym schedule laid out, I highly advise that you make time for things that you're passionate about or have some type of side hustle, you know what I'm saying, that can maybe even replace your 9 to 5, or some type of thing that gives you some type of decompression but is also productive at the same time. The main thing you want to do is keep your mind going and keep your mind very busy, but not to the point where you're overworked. Okay, you don't want to spend time doom scrolling or watching TV or just lounging around, because most people, all the people that you know that are successful, they don't just lounge around. Okay, they don't doom scroll on TikTok, they don't doom scroll on YouTube, they don't do none of that. Okay, they still make time for the things that they love to do, that's either going to benefit them or just bring them some type of peace. All right, so for this case, we're going to start with just a passion of yours. Whatever passion that is for yourself, make time for your passion. So for this case, passion. Excuse my handwriting. Passion. Right? Okay, make time for your passion, bro. That helps you become a more well-rounded person. All right. So once you do that, the next thing you want to do, I highly advise that you make time to read. Okay, reading is one of the most fundamental things you can possibly do, and I feel like every kid, every teenager, every adult should continue to read even after their education at whatever school, whether it's high school, college, whatever it is. I think you should definitely make time to read. Now, the small tip I would give you guys is to read at least 10 pages a day. 10 pages a day in a 300-page book, you can literally get done with that page in 30 days. So I'm going to put that down. Read 10 pages. Read. Sorry about that. Read 10 pages. Read 10 pages. Oh. Read 10 pages. Now, for my non-readers out there, you don't necessarily have to physically read. Okay, have some type of audio book or even a podcast of some sort. Something that's still going to keep your mind going, even when you're just quote unquote relaxing. All right, read 10 pages, listen to an audio book, listen to a podcast, anything of some sort. Do those things. All right. So the last thing you want to do, definitely have some time to meditate. Now, you can either meditate, or if you're a very spiritual person, or if you're a Christian, give that time to God. Use that time to get into your word, get into the Bible. Whatever it is you want to do, you can meditate. And this is the full decompression. When I say meditate, you're not on your phone, you're not doom scrolling, you're not doing any of those things. You're meditating and you keep your mind clear and you still focus before you actually turn it in and call it a night. So meditate. Meditate. Again, use my handwriting here. Meditate. Meditate. Right? Boom. So after you get done meditating, you're full decompression mode. During this time or after this time, you should definitely make time for your loved ones. If you live by yourself, that's the time you call it a night, and you repeat that same cycle. Now, on the weekends, since we only have 48 hours in a typical work schedule week, these are the times where I truly advise that you actually do something that you love to do. And depending on where you live in the United States or even around the world, I strongly suggest that you go outside. Go outside. It's a lot of things that you can do for free, or for that's very inexpensive. You can do outside. Okay, you don't always have to stay inside your house. I get some people are introverted. I'm very introverted, but since I'm actually going outside, one of the things I like to do is go to the movies. I love film. I love all that. So I actually go to the movies at least once a week. But you might not like movies. But if you go outside, you might find something that you love to do. Now you go outside, you can go out to eat. You can do a lot of things. So Sunday, Saturday, go outside. Go outside and smell the fresh air, man. Go outside, smell the fresh air, right? Boom. Right? So after you go outside, cool. The next thing you want to do on your Saturdays and Sundays, or your 2 off days, or even 1 off day for that matter, you should definitely try something new. Try something new. Oh, try something new. Now, with trying something new, that can literally be anything. But what happens to your brain when you try something new, it actually keeps you, a more well-rounded person. All right. If you continue to do Monday through Friday each and every day in the same routine, okay, you're gonna feel it's gonna get boring. Okay. Sometimes boring is good. Trust me, sometimes boring is good. I get bored too sometimes, but sometimes you gotta spruce it up. So try something new. And it doesn't have to be every weekend. All right. You don't have to go to the club or go to the bar each and every weekend, but try something new, whether it's new food, try to see a new movie, listen to some new music, find a genre of music that you never heard before, something that's out of the norm, that's getting you out your comfort zone. Try something new. I truly advise you to try something new. Right? And then once your Saturday and Sunday is up, or your 2 off days are up, repeat the same cycle. And I guarantee you, if you do all these things, and this is just keeping it minimum, keep it to a minimum. If you do all these things, I can guarantee you, you're going to reach some type of level of success. All right, give yourself 3 to 6 months, right? And I can guarantee you're going to transform into a whole different person, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Now, if you go to the gym, 5 days a week, you got to make sure you're not eating McDonald's or anything that's just junk food or anything of that nature. Okay, watch what you're eating. If you're passionate about something, just take 10 to 30 minutes out your day, preferably 30 minutes out your day, to work on whatever it is you're passionate about. It could be a business, it can be a side hustle, it could be anything of that, if anything of that nature. And you also want to read. Reading is very fundamental. And then lastly, you want to meditate. Meditate throughout this long 40 to 60 hour week you just had. Decompress, gather yourself, gather your thoughts, and I promise you, you're going to be more well rounded and you're going to be more level headed as well. And after you meditate, do what you got to do. Hang out with your family, hang out with your friends. And or if you don't have any of those options, I mean, spend time with yourself. And that includes going outside or trying something new. Well, there you have it. You need to have structure in your life. Okay. If you just going through life, just going on a whim or doing things when you feel like it, it's gonna be very sporadic and it's gonna be very inconsistent. This is consistency. All right. Yes, it's boring. Yes, you might not like it. You might not feel like doing all these things. Okay, but if you have some type of structure or real plan set out in your face and you write it down, it's gonna be more easier to do each and every day and as time go on, because it's gonna be embedded in you. All right, it's gonna be a routine, it's gonna be a schedule that it's gonna be hard for you to break. It's gonna be part of your lifestyle, and that's what's most important. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, because why? It is free 99. And as always, if they can do it, so can you. Achieving greatness awaits. I'm out.